Hello, very good Thursday morning to you and welcome to the brief on Newsfirst, Sri Lanka's only YouTube news bulletin. I'm Shanjarang Pati. Let's take a look at the stories trending today. First up, President of the United Nations General Assembly John Ash says that the General Assembly cannot make Sri Lanka legally comply with the Human Rights Council resolution which was adopted in March this year. Now, he made this comment at an exclusive interview with Newsfirst Shamil Russell Dean in Colombo.
Failing to adhere to this resolution in question, can the General Assembly, consisting of 193 member states, impose pressure in a situation like this, Mr. President?
Ultimately, the report of the Human Rights Council will be considered within the appropriate committee of the General Assembly, the third committee, and a decision will be taken thereon. Decisions not taken within Article 7 of the Security Council of the United Nations Charter do not carry legal weight, so they couldn't legally make Sri Lanka comply with whatever the recommendations are. One would hope, though, as is true for any General Assembly decision, that the country in question will implement the recommendations of the decisions taken.
6 employees of the Department of Railways have been suspended over the collision of 2 trains near the Alutgama train station. Now, while there were no casualties reported, there was property damage caused. Now, this is the second incident of its kind over the past 2 weeks. The fuel transport train plying from Galle to the Colombo Fort railway station had collided with a passenger train stopped at the Alutgama railway station at about 12:55 am today. The stationary train was in office service, which was due to depart for the Colombo Fort railway station at 3:50 am. General Manager of Railways BAP Ari Ratna said that another train had also been stopped ahead of the passenger train. The Department of Railways noted that the 8 fuel tanks of the fuel transport train were empty when the collision occurred. The engine of the fuel transport train and the back of the passenger train were damaged in the incident. University students engaged in a protest yesterday against the decision to reduce the duration of the Allied Health Science degree to 3 years. Now, the section of the Galle Road from the Kolpiti Junction to the Golf roundabout was temporarily closed due to the protest march.
The university students began their protest from opposite the University Grants Commission. The protesters who commenced their march defying police orders proceeded past the Colombo University of Performing Arts, Kanduruwatta, Tungmulla Junction and arrived in Pamalapitiya. The protesters then proceeded towards Temple Trees through the Kolpiti Junction. The protesters remained opposite Temple Trees for around 1.5 hours before dispersing.
A Thai court has ordered Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra to step down alongside several other cabinet ministers. Now, the Constitutional Court ruled that Yingluck acted illegally when she transferred her national security head.
In this case, the accused committed what is prohibited in the Constitution, Section 368 and 266, Part 1. It is applicable to the position of the minister which is to be terminated. And according to the Constitution, Section 182(1), Part 7, the accused cannot remain in position.
Yingluck had been accused of abuse of power in improperly transferring Thawil Pilensri, a national security chief appointed by the opposition-led administration in 2011. Appearing in court yesterday, she had rejected the suggestion that her party had benefited from the move. But the court ruled against her, saying a relative had gained from the transfer. The ruling also ousted 9 cabinet members who the court said was complicit in the transfer. An advisor to the Prime Minister, Noppadon Patama, said the court's decision was binding. Let's now take a quick look at the foreign exchange rates issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka.